you know, what could have been.
Right. There's a potential stack right there.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're gonna take a tour around this sweet little shop. So take it away. Where do we want to start?
Honestly, we can start with the open area here, because at my other shop, this was probably the entire size of the store before, and you couldn't enter. But realistically, so this is my dad's magic shop side. He's been performing magic for about 42 years. I wanted to give him that. You know, he's had a shop over in Arbondale, and he's had one over here. You know, I just wanted him to be closer to home, bring out, you know, and share with the enjoyment of having the prime location.
Yeah.
Over here, we want to set up either, we're not too sure yet. We're just really kind of feeling out the space. Either going to set up a lounge area where kids can come in. We'll have like 5-10 setups.
Yeah.
And either put old school games, but, you know, or their Switch and things like that, and have them playing for, you know, $10 for the hour while their parents are at Ross. You know, they just drop them off and kick them to the curb. If they misbehave, though, we put them into the guillotine until their parents arrive.
Hey.
You know, and if they really misbehave, then we pull the trigger, you know. But
until then, they're playing video games.
Yeah, until then they're playing video games.
That's Galactornadorex at Plaza Del Sol.
Grab the wad of cash and the controller. You know?
And the cigar.
I'm in it for the money.
Then we're gonna get like a bunch of, I don't know, either if the lounge doesn't work, then we might just make it like arcade, you know, Kuji stuff.
Sure.
You know, we grab so much random stuff in Japan that, you know, we'll get like the knickknacks, the stickers, the pins, the acrylics, just toss them in there, you know, give kids the opportunity, hey, 50 cents, go nuts. Which that isn't super greedy, you know? Some of those things cost $35, you know? Obviously, you know, we're still getting into it. We want to put shelves up. We want to put, you know, but we have our big shelves, but we want to get giant statues. We want to get a little bit of everything to make it super, super eye-catching.
I like that.
You know, we're just trying to work with what we got at the moment. And, you know, I've always been very bare bones. You know, whether it was the 10 by 10, the 20 by 10, we always made it work.
Well, right, now you got the space to make it work.
And we don't really want it to be, you know, come in and more of an eye gouge. It's still about the customer service.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want people to feel neglected. You know, I've gone into other stores where you walk right up to the counter and they're just talking to somebody else, and you're like, oh, dude, what the fuck?
Right.
You know?
We're busy.
Yeah. And
like Best Buy last night, for example.
that's it. And it makes me feel some type of way. Like, dude, I'm going to be here to, you know, possibly spend my money. Maybe just ask a question. Maybe sell something. And if you miss out on the opportunity, if you make them feel lesser or whatever, that's not fair, you know?
Sure.
So
you got the magic, you got pops. Looks like you got quite a bit of pops.
Yeah,
in the house.
we've been just buying collections. You know, I've always liked pops, you know, and we just buy them out. Why not? Why? Because why not? Somebody's into it, you know?
Yeah.
And I like them. I think they're cute. We always do try to say, hey, I try to sell things I enjoy. If it's something I don't collect, which you won't see baseball cards.
Yeah.
You won't see basketball. You won't see magic. That's a massive community.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I just don't
The gathering and not actual magic.
Yeah, we do magic. You know? You won't see magic here. Cough, cough. We just talked about it. No, you won't see. You won't see Magic Gathering. I know it's a great market. I just don't understand it, and I'm not gonna be one of those vendors that you see at conventions that are in it for the money.
Sure.
You know, it's passion stuff.
Yeah, so this is an extension of, say, your personal tastes, which is, you know, the way to do it, because, you know, you like what you like. You want to see that around here, and you want to spread your love of what you like to, you know, to the next group of people.
And,
you know?
and even that, we can buy it correctly. Because, like I said, you know, if somebody brings me magic, I'm not going to give you a strong number. I don't know what it is. I don't know how to make money off of it. You know, I know what Xboxes are. I know what Switch games are. I know what 64 is. I know our needs. I know I can give you X amount, you know, and even if, you know, I can see what we can do to make that right for you. You know, we've had people bring in their whole collections, but it's too near and dear, and we're giving them like 75%. And I was like, dude, you have a Barbie game in here, and I'm giving you 75% for that Barbie game too. Like, like I guarantee you, like, you know, even if you sell it on your own, you're damn near the same numbers, you know?
Right.
You know, but that's what it is. You know, we want to show people we know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
You know, you come in here, you're not gonna get swindled. I'll explain to you through and through what it is, what we're doing, how our business works, how we, you know, oh, how are you guys? Well, we're selling it based off market. You know, GameStop will sell it based off their MSRP market.
Yeah.
You know, and if they have a $60 Switch game, they'll have it used for $55.99, where our price will be $40.
Yeah.
You know, and we're still paying you a better percentage than them.
Yeah.
You know.
And I hear you talking to even like the young ones.
Yeah.
And you talk to them like they're kind of adults or collectors.
Yeah.
And you explain to them because they, you know, they may not know anything, or you just treat them like a normal person.
Yeah.
And that's kind of rare because it's like you could, you know, a lot of people just say, well, just a kid, they don't know. And like you kind of like impart a little bit of knowledge onto them. So that's.
I mean, I was that kid. We were all that kid. You know,
Yeah.
that's what it is. Whether you know, whether it was EB Games, whether it was GameStop, and you went over there at one point, I don't know. I felt like I always had it in my mind. Oh, I wanted them to talk to me. You know, I wanted
Right.
to see what they think. You know, and I was too shy to even ask.
Even to
like,
just
yeah.
nerd out with somebody like about whatever it is you're into. Yeah.
And like I said, we have some kids who come in and they've never talked even to their parents about these things. And then we ask them, oh, what do you like? And they're like, oh, Pokemon. And you're like, what?
Right.
Like, what do you like? Pokemon? Oh, well, what's your favorite? My favorite is Piplup. My favorite is, you know, why? Because I like a penguin. And they're like, oh, I like Ampharos. And you're like, oh, check out this. And they start
Right. You
expressing.
get them out of their shell.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. That's a good environment, like you said. You know. Cool. Well, let's keep cruising. What else we got? Video games.
Oh, yeah, I mean, PS3, PS2, PS1. We have been PS5. You know, we'll dabble with it. You know, like I said, I do try to incorporate mainline because I've never played Dreamcast. I've never really enjoyed it. If we had the opportunity, I would buy a bunch of it, but it doesn't really come out. So you don't really see Dreamcast here. I'm not a biggest fan of Atari. But same thing, it is one of those eye catchers that bring the nostalgia. So when we get some of the Atari, I just sold out of it completely.
Yeah.
Vectrex was one of the cool ones that we picked up even at the last shop. And that was like one of those crazy consoles that came from an older gentleman. And he was just, I just want to make sure it goes to the right place. And that's what we did with his Atari stuff. That's what we're going to do with his Sega Master System. Eventually, the Vectrex will also find its right home. We do our imports, Sega Genesis, Pops, anime figures. We go and pick them up from Japan ourselves. Next trip is January, so we, go nuts on it.
That's right.
On the other side, I guess here, handhelds, special editions, regular editions, Game Boy Colors, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy DS, 3DS, PSP, whole shebang,
Handhelds.
Some games in box. We have our Melee in box. Pokemon, obviously, like I said, that is my, one of my favorite markets as well. So we do dabble a lot into our Pokemon with binders and things like that. Then the high-end shelf, we're still lacking on space, unfortunately, because we do have a lot of these cool guys, but at least now it's able to be seen versus before we used to have them all in the little tiny glass cabinet, stack, and then people were afraid to even open it and things like that. So now we have that visibility. Switch games, DS, 3DS, a little bit of GameCube, still one of the harder ones to find. Wii U, same thing, is not one of my favorite consoles. It just has a lot of issues.
Yeah.
And then Xbox, obviously in the 360, from the wall to the floor.
And like you were saying, like stuff in cases, you don't have any issue pulling stuff out, letting people touch it, hold it, even if it's a banger, which is great. So it's like,
I mean, we do get
nice.
a little bit, like sometimes kids will come in and they'll be like, oh, can I touch the PSP? And we're like, you can touch it, you can't press buttons. Why? Because,
Sure.
I mean, these buttons are, have a lifespan.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's 10,000, sometimes it's 100,000. Each button press brings you closer to that lifespan, and people don't really realize it.
Yeah.
So we will let them hold it. We will let them touch it. There are certain things that are a little bit more higher end, and we will say, hey, you can hold it. Can you turn it on? Oh, no, it doesn't have batteries. We'll leave the batteries out. Why? Because we don't really want them to press it. Now, granted, if you are interested in buying, we will put the batteries. We'll let you test it out. We'll play, put a game on it, and we'll even tell you, like, hey, like we pulled out XD Gale of Darkness for somebody the other day. Mm-hmm. Oh, can I see if it works? Yeah. I want you to see it work.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, because like some places you go and it's like it's in a showcase and it's a big glass and you just can only look at it. And some places there's no prices on stuff.
Yeah, nah.
And you got to be like, how much is this? How much is this?
I don't think that's fair.
It's a little tiresome, you know.
Because then you're looking for the best value. You know, you can check your eBay. Now, granted, we've had things that haven't been priced yet, and we have them in the bag, and they're like, "Oh, do you have this?" I'm like, "Yeah, let me check it out for you." You know, and we'll put it for whatever it is. You know, but you know, we have certain games that I remember selling Shadow Tower the other day, and we had it for $350. And I was like, oh, you know what? Let me see if I can work. I've been holding on to it for a while. Yeah. And then the market was $395, and I was like,
Okay.
I was like, well, I'll do it.
Mark that up to 360.
Yeah, exactly. No, I was
just
like,
mark that up for you.
We could do 325 or 330. I think I told him. You know, because why? Well, we bought it when the market was 330.
Sure.
So we're still making our gain on it, you know, and it's not fair to adjust it. Now, granted, it's on us to price and to, you know, monitor. You know, so Pokemon games are some of those things that we're always checking out, always making sure. Why? Because it's something that comes in all the time. Yeah. But if it's been up there and you get it for a better price because it's gone up $3, congrats.
Hats off to you.
Hats off. That's what it is.
Cool. Well, the place is looking pretty solid. Let's move on to the next thing.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. I was wondering when you guys were coming around. I was like, man, I got some Funkos out here that need new homes.
Oh yeah, I know they do. I came here to look at them too, because my wife told me, she's like, yo, he got a new store.
Yeah.
I was like, I thought he was closing. That's the last thing I saw.
That's what he thought too.
We were just talking about that.
A little rascal, man. I was about to start crying.
Yeah, that's what I told him. I was like, you know what? And I was telling him too. I was like, I had to let people simmer on it.
Bro.
You know, because then it teaches you a lesson. You should have been here.
That's exactly what I was saying. I was like,
he's like, I'm so sorry. I thought I made you close.
I thought I was supporting him enough. I thought I was enough. I guess I wasn't.
Are you real too? It is a retro world, but you're coming through. Is this a time skip, or am I Steven?
Listen to me sprinkle my money around.
Sexy deals.
Where's my controllers?
They only have 10,000 presses left. All right. I think there's a potential stack right there.
Why'd you face all those labels towards the camera?
Oh, they got
No, he likes just showing what he, you know, what could have been.
Right. There's a potential stack right there.
Okay.
Booyah.
I'm so excited he's grabbing puzzle.
Right. What kind of game is puzzle?
That's the puzzle.
I would assume.
Now that's that tiger from that other game, isn't it?
It does
What was that game? Videomation. We actually picked this one up from Galactornadorex as well, but that tiger looks similar to that tiger, I would say.
You see, I can't even tell if that is a tiger because its mouth is up here and not in correct puzzle format.
You have that visual problem.
Can't figure it out. Some might consider me a robot.
I am puzzled.
It's some kind of orange stripy monster with a mouth between its eyes.
It's an alien cat.
All right, gang. The deal's about to go down.
It's gonna happen. It's definitely gonna happen. As soon as it does, we'll let you know.
This isn't fair. He's grabbing things from the back that didn't have prices yet. Like I said, most of our stuff had prices.
Text his wife, sweetie, I need you to run a price check on chat.
Oh, you don't want her to be here. She's like, no discount. And I'm like, no, babe, come on.
For you?
That's 5 screw. No discount.
This isn't a swap meet.
Oh, did you already add them all up?
So let's see.
This is you only have like, oh, that's probably like.
All that. Well, I think I took one out, so -9. So I think we were at 137, and then whatever these were labeled as.
I'm doing math in my head, and I'm not good at it anymore. Seems like you don't have to.
Round down. You can. I don't know.
Round down. Yeah, where there's a penny shortage. We're rounding down now.
All right.
or up.
Because you guys have been with us since the very beginning. and to help you along with your case and all that. This is 137. I would do the 100, and I just toss these 3 in.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yo, come on.
Every once in a while we can do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
For sure. That is, we got a deal. Well, you can't say this guy is not of a giving nature.
Yeah.
Check that out. Miguel's he's the man.
That's what we try.
And I'm here too.
Son of Rat Chaser.
He's third wheeling it.
Third wheeling it.
We were about to make out, and then he cut back to him.
Right, we're going in for the.
We were sealing the deal with a kiss. Right, we were consummating it later.
We were sealing the deal, and then we were gonna seal the deal.
Yeah, consummate the deal. That's what
that means, right?
Yeah.
That's yes.
The traditional handshake and kiss on the lips.
Yeah, the Italian way.
Right. The video game way.
As any gamer has to do,
It's a rite of passage. You buy games, you kiss another fella on the mouth. Yes. 2 men, when they make a deal, then they smooch.
That's what, yeah. In Italian culture, it's like, right there.
And we aren't Italian, but we'll embrace the culture.
Yeah.
We got a Z in our last name. It sounds vaguely Italian.
Hey, there you go.
Hey, Maron.
All right, let's light this candle. All right, and then
Here we are, Galactornadorex. Miguel's brand new site, a man who is, of course, down to earth, grounded, and all around a great guy who is definitely not a greedy money launderer.
That's us, guys. Galactornadorex Games in the Plaza Del Sol in Kissimmee, 3831 West Vine Street, Unit 67. As well, joining us, Ravelli's Magic Shop, so you can learn how to do magic tricks. We buy, sell video games. Leave your kids while you go shop at Ross or Burlington. Come through here, get the best values. We test your consoles, we'll prepare your consoles, we'll do all that, and we'll give you the best value for your buck.
That's good.
get those Crocs while we're doing stuff. And we've got Crocs. Man, those 3 guys really know how to have a good time. Go check out Galactornadorex, Kissimmee's premier indie, huge, awesome video game store. The first, the one, the only. Go check them out in Plaza Del Sol. They will take care of you. Let them know the Rad Chaser sent you. And old Miguel, he will treat you right. Anyway, we have part 3 of the trilogy coming up after this, wherein the son of Rad Chaser and I check out the scores. We are super close to the NES quest. We are so close. I can smell it. And it smells like success. I will see you guys in the future. This is the Rad Chaser. I'm almost out of here. And now, I'm out of here.
I love Rad Chaser. He's so handsome and smart.
We're the Rat